You mentioned Jarrod Bowen. He committed his future to the club earlier this week, actually. He spoke today and he said that he owes a lot to West Ham for helping him get this far. Have a listen.
Like I said the other day after I signed, it was that club gave me the opportunity that, no, I wouldn't be sat here without this club. So it's only right for me that, I want to pledge my career there and pledge my future there. So happy to get it all done. It's been stressful getting it done, but now it's all done. I can sit back and say, I'm here and I'm happy.
That's obviously great for West Ham. How much is he on a week now? No, I'm only joking, Kev. Listen, you must
a lot of money, mate.
I can only imagine. You, of course,
but not more than you, though, mate. Not more than you, still.
Yeah, that's why I'm here Monday to Friday. Yeah. Listen, you must be, and West Ham fans must be delighted, of course, that such an important player for West Ham has committed his future to the club. So answer that one, and also on the back of that, with Saka out the England squad, is this a real great opportunity for him?
Yeah, well, firstly, obviously delighted. We know it's been in the background now. I think he's been negotiating for the last year or so. These things take time all the time. It's always the way, when getting it right, because players want what they want. Clubs then think, but I think with his form and everything this year, it's only merited what we've given him and what he wanted. And I'm just glad that everything's sorted now, and I'm sure now this will kick him on. To answer your second question, I think it's an absolute unbelievable situation what he's found himself in, because obviously Bakayo's been a stalwart for Arsenal as well as England over the last year or two, and he's found it very difficult to sort of, even when he got in the squad last summer or a couple of summers ago, he was still, sort of playing second fiddle. But this might be an opportunity for Gareth to see him now, and I'm sure, once they see him in and around the place, and if he puts in a good performance, there's no reason why he can't stay there now, because he's been absolutely fantastic for us at the beginning of this season, and he's sort of where he finished off last season, scoring that goal in the final, to then go again. I think he'll only get better, and that's why it's so great to have him tied down as well at West Ham.
You talk about tied down, Kev. I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity that he's got. He's obviously signed that new contract, but has the length of contract surprised you a bit? 7 years they're talking. That's unheard of.
Well, only Chelsea do that, don't they? So
that's true. 8.
I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, no, I was surprised to see the 2030. But look, he's a young lad.
Did you think he'd sign till 8:30 when you saw 2030?
That's just you, innit? No, you only go to 2000, don't you?
They can't afford me for 24 hours.
Yeah. No, I must admit, when they're seeing 2030, but look, he's coming into what we believe now is probably coming into the peak years, aren't he? And these lads now go till 30, mid-30s now, where you say you're still getting the best out of them. So he's only 26. That takes him probably to 33, 34. So look, we're going to hopefully see the best of Jarrod Bowen, and we feel like there's more to come, and we can keep peeling the layers of skin back and making sure that we find new stuff for him, because I believe that he's such a fantastic and talented player, and the biggest thing, he's got a great attitude and wants to learn all the time.
Let me ask you actually about the length of contract, because as Benty alluded to, we're not really used to 7s and 8s. Chelsea have started bringing that in supposedly to beat this loophole in financial fair play. As a football fan, I wonder whether or not it's good for the player, because, of course, they're going to tie down their future. Right? I totally get that. And they're looking at longevity at the club. But from a player's perspective, if he finds himself out of a team, maybe for 3 or 4 months, has he still got that fight that a player with a 2-year deal would have?
Well, that's what we've got to wait to see now. And, that's probably the sort of, because remember we had the Rudiger at Chelsea years and years ago, where he just sort of had the 5 years, went on a Bosman, and just was like, I'm quite happy not to play, and just kept going back home, doing the bits what he needed to do.
Was it Winston Bogart? Winston Bogart.
Bogart, sorry, not Rudiger. Sorry, mate. Yeah, you got me there. Sorry, mate. Good job you helped me out, Benty. You wouldn't have helped me out, Andy, would he? No, but yeah, I'm giving Rudiger it. Sorry, mate. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, we've got to wait to see if that is yet to happen. I'm sure it will happen in some instances, but I'm sure with Jarrod, he'll just want to get better. What it does do, and what I will say, is that it gives them the stability stability, so that if they have moved away, they can bring the families over. They know that they've got a, financially that they are sorted there for 7 years. They can get a house, sort of settle down in the area and find somewhere which is going to make them better.
They can get they're multi-millionaires. They can get a house.
Yeah, but
they can get a little terraced house now. They can afford that.
No, when I mean that, mate, because what happens is that if people are settled in, so we have players who've been settled in up north and come down to West Ham, and they haven't brought the kids because the kids are settled.
Oh, I see. Okay,
so to bring everybody down and to say, look, we're going to really go at it. 7 years gives you that opportunity. Although Jarrod obviously has moved down. He obviously lives with his fiance Danny and his kids. So that doesn't make a difference, but what I will say is that when you do get that longevity of a contract, that's what I feel does give you that sort of
stability,
calmness and stability. Yeah,
I get that.
Kev, I've got to ask you, listen, you guys have made a great start, and one of the players who's impressed the most has been James Ward-Prowse. And I think last time you were in, we were talking about how much of a disgrace it was that he didn't get called up to that first squad, and then we fast forward and he hasn't been called up to this squad, although he's playing week in, week out and playing at a really high level. Have you spoke to him, and what are your thoughts on that? Because we can't get our head around that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously speak to James a lot. I'm very much involved in the set pieces now, so we're speaking daily. I do that with the gaffer, and then but James is a major part of it because we've got the best set piece taker in the world, I believe, at our disposal, so we've got to use him as much as we can. But I must admit, Benty, I said it to you last time, he has just got better and better as he's gone on the last few weeks, and you only see from his assists and his goals and his creative play and everything else. I just really can't believe he's not in that squad. No. I find it astounding, really. But yeah, and he was gutted. He didn't hide from it. He was gutted that he wasn't in it. He genuinely believed that he should have been in it. And we believed he should have been in it, but what he will do, he won't sit and sulk. He'll go out and prove them wrong again because he's that type of character and such a great lad. Yeah,
I think we all believe he should be in the England squad. Only one person doesn't believe it, and that's the person who picks the squad.
talkSPORT Drive, super opinionated sporting debate, Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.